story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, they ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination. Let's roll. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights. Manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in the land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination. Came from the bottom, no handouts, no favors. Built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we bout to shock the whole world. Explosion back in a full beat. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams and it started in the land.
You just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders.
It's time. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day, call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told.
We here. We here. Shedeur Sanders is the biggest bust in the NFL right now. And he ain't even played a snap. He hasn't even played a snap in the NFL, and Shedeur is the biggest bust in the NFL, man. And I'm telling you, man, he can't throw the ball. He had a high completion percentage because he threw short routes, intermediate routes. He didn't do nothing deep. He didn't do nothing without Travis Hunter. He got drafted to the Cleveland Browns in the 5th round. He the last quarterback on the roster. He the 4th string quarterback. He might get cut during training camp. I'm telling you, man, he is a NFL bust already. I'm telling you, man, and that the foolery y'all keep hearing and talking about, bro. Don't make no sense. How he the NFL bust already? Tell me, money man. I'm about to tell you right now how he's the biggest bust in the NFL right now. Because we are people, and people are so emotionally attached to him already, bro. This man ain't even played a snap in the NFL yet, and we so emotionally attached to Shedeur. And I'm talking about the haters, man. I'm talking about the real, true haters. They so emotionally attached to Shedeur is ridiculous, man. It's embedded into these folks. It's embedded into these folks, man. I'm telling you, I'm getting more and more convinced. I'm getting more and more convinced, bro. But I'm telling you right now, it's embedded It's embedded into them other skin folk, bro. The other color. I ain't even gonna say it. I'm gonna say it because it's my channel. I ain't on ESPN. I ain't got no $50 million contract to stop talking on TV, national TV. I'm telling you, bro, white folks is scared. When you boy, they is so threatened by a confident black man, black person. They are so scared and threatened, bro. This ain't even about race, bro. This ain't even about race. It's about power, control, and money. I own the team. I have the power to pick you to make you a millionaire. I have the control to make you drop to the 5th round because I emotionally do not like you. Because you are threatening to me and mine. Why are you threatening? Because you black and you confident. And whatever we say, it does not rattle you. You are so confident in yourself that it does not matter what we say or do. It will not rattle you and make you get out of character. I'm telling you, bro, it's in history, man. It's in history. Everything that's positive, people try to tear down, bro. Just period. Just period. I ain't talking about color or nothing. Just positivity. If that man don't like you or don't like it or feel threatened, he gonna tear, he gonna kill, steal, and destroy. That's in the Bible, bro. The enemy, the evil, the enemy and the evilness is to kill, steal, and destroy. That's all they been doing, bro. This boy ain't been in trouble not one time. Not one time been on the TV, on the news, drinking and driving, locked up, rape, domestic violence, stealing crab legs, alcoholic. Like, come on, bro. Cussing somebody out, flipping the middle finger during the game, grabbing his midsection to the other team on national TV. He ain't did none of that. All he did was this. And wear some big chains and y'all threatened. Yeah, I'm talking about Baker Mayfield, Johnny Manziel, Jameis Winston. I'm talking about all them, bro. Baker Mayfield shooting middle fingers, stabbing, running out there, putting the flag in the middle of the field in the game. Shedeur ain't did none of that. But he get drafted #1. Johnny Manziel, an alcoholic, do drugs, and barely call himself a nickname, and he get drafted #1. Come on, bro. 22 or whatever pick he was. He still got drafted in the 1st round. And this right here.
We're not really giving details right now. We just we've made our decision, and that's what we're sticking to.
When your name.
If you want to know what this is right here, this Eli Manning back in 2004 NFL draft when he was gonna go #1 overall, and he did not want to play for the San Diego Chargers at the time. This is him and his dad. Do you see this picture right here? What they in? A suit and a tie. If I show you a picture of Deion and Shedeur, they not in a suit and a tie. So guess what? It's a threat.
Why don't you want to play for the Chargers?
We're not really giving details right now. We just we've made our decision, and that's what we're sticking to.
When your name is called, what are you going to do?
Again, I don't know what's going to happen right now. I don't know what the Chargers are going to do. So, if my name's called first or whenever it's called, I'm going to do what everybody else does.
If the Chargers call your name when I talk to you after the pick, will you be wearing a Chargers hat?
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
For Eli.
And he proceeds to go on stage
Weekend of his life right now.
and hold up the Chargers jersey with the #1 overall pick. And he clearly said he do not want to play for the San Diego Chargers, and we already know what happened. They traded him to the Giants, and the rest of history. I ain't saying he ain't win no good quarterback and all that, and I ain't comparing Shedeur to him. I'm comparing the situation of Deion saying we not going to play for certain teams. Now, the biggest thing is that probably did hurt him, which at the time, it shouldn't have hurt him, was him not participating in the draft, in the combine, and all the other draft stuff besides the interviews. Now, with that being said, if you were a first round pick, why would you don't have to compete in those drills or nothing, man. Look at my tape. Y'all grade me as a first rounder. I don't need to show you nothing else. And what it is, what's concerning to me is, like, if we go back to the showcase, the pro day, see, if we go back to this right here, okay, I went live. I appreciate y'all that came in. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friend about that money, man. You already know. What concern to me is, look at this. Look at what's behind them. Look at that. There go Browns GM right there. There go the Browns GM right there. You mean to tell me you got all these scouts out here, and just magically when the draft comes, y'all don't like this boy? So why y'all even in Colorado? All 32 teams was there. Why you even in Colorado then? Cause we know you not getting Travis, bro. If you ain't had the first 2 picks or the first 3 picks, in this case, the first 2 picks, you knew you weren't getting Travis. And you knew you weren't about to trade up. So why you even there if you ain't there to watch Shedeur? Look at all them folks. And they're just behind them. That ain't even down the side. Look at that. Look at all them people. Now, everybody ain't a scout, but a lot of them, majority of them scouts. And them are the ones that were behind them right here. Saints. Look at that. I don't want to hear none of that. You know what it is. It ain't no humbling situation. It ain't none of that. It's about threatening. You threaten. Every time, bro. Every time black folk try to do something good, bro. Every time. Black Wall Street. Half y'all don't even know. New York Central Park. It was a black community that was living there before they came in and made them folk move out. They forced them people to move out. They were wealthy black people, bro. Living in these communities. North Carolina, Durham. They cut a freeway right through it. They cut an interstate right through the wealthy black community. They got a baseball field out there where Black Wall Street used to be. They put a baseball field out there. Come on, bro. You see what's going on. Every time black folk have something positive, wealthy, positive, and people gonna say, well, you know, he get to the NFL, he about to make millions of dollars. But you see what he had to do to get it. Come on, bro. Y'all up here emotionally attached to this man already. I ain't saying, look, I'm saying they emotionally attached to him, so they already, whatever, listen to my lie now. Listen to what I'm saying. I put that out there because that's what people gonna start saying. I'm not saying he the biggest bust. I'm explaining why they saying he gonna be the biggest bust. I hope he do good. Yeah, I know he with him. Listen to what I'm saying now. I'm not saying he gonna be the biggest bust. I'm defending him. I know he gonna do good. But what I'm saying is they gonna scrutinize every little thing he do. Every little thing he do. He a 5th round pick. It doesn't matter if they picked him at the number 5 pick or in the 5th round. They still were gonna talk about it like they talking about him right now. And what they doing. They ain't talking about Cam Ward. They ain't talking about Travis Hunter. They ain't talking about none of these. They ain't even talking about Mason Graham. He got picked by the Browns. They ain't talking about none of them. They ain't even got Dylan Gabriel jersey up here. Come on, bro. They ain't even got Dylan Gabriel jersey up here. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't see none of They got Cooper and Flacco jerseys up here. They ain't even got nobody else's. You tell me. You mean tell me you gonna humble this boy, supposedly, but then want to make all this money off of him. Like, come on, bro. Get for real. This really about power and control. And you threatened by a confident black man. Because listen to this.
They took him off. And they took him off because the owner said 3 different personnel people in the NFL this weekend. They didn't even have him on their board. They took him off. And they took him off because the owner said, take him off. I don't want that guy. I don't want this entitled person on our team. And I don't blame him.
Look here. He had to stop himself.
Fell this weekend. They didn't even have him on their board. They took him off. And they took him off because the owner said, take him off. I don't want that guy. I don't want this entitled person.
I don't want this. You know what he about to say. You know he about to say that N-word. You know it. How is he entitled because he confident, bro? He got an attitude. Because he up there, he ain't want to. Now, look, we went there with the interviews. We went there in the interviews. But tell me specifically what was bad about the interview. Don't tell me it wasn't about the X's and O's. Tell me it was about the X's and O's. Don't tell me it's how he came in there and I know he ain't have no headphones on. I heard somebody say that. Dion don't even allow jury in the meeting. Why would Shedeur show up to an NFL franchise with headphones on? Like, bro, we seen this at Colorado. He know how to go in a meeting. Especially a job interview. Like, come on, bro. You ain't like how he came in there. He came in there confident and saying, you want to change your franchise? You ain't like the way he was talking. That's all it was. Like, come on, bro. And he already up there. And he already up there. I don't know what this is. It's like a song. Okay. Steam room.
And one. And one.
He already up there. Now, I don't know who with him. I don't know that bucket, so we might get a well off one. I don't know. But what I'm saying, bro, entitled person. Cam Ward say he know he number 1 pick. He manifested. Ain't nobody hating. You not listening. You ain't even listening to my live. You ain't listening to my live. Title is garbage. I know it's garbage. I'm defending him. That's the whole point. But y'all ain't gonna stay in here. That's the whole point, man. I'm telling you. That's exactly what we do. We come in here, say something, and don't even listen. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what they doing to him. I'm telling you, bro, they're ridiculous, bro. Like y'all already calling him a bust because when he go out there and don't do what you think he need to do, even though he a 5th round pick, just cause he Shedeur Sanders, now they gonna call him a bust. Oh, he a bag. He ain't the starter. He a bust. Like what? They drafted him 5th round. If they ain't even had no confidence in him. The Browns ain't had no confidence in him because they would have drafted him in the 3rd instead of Dylan Gabriel. Like, come on, bro. Be for real. Don't get fooled by that mess. What you hearing? You got to know your history, man. Y'all coming in here, hey, they ain't never been on my page before, but you see this live and want to come in. It don't even want to listen. Like, come on, man. Now, Dion put a tweet out talking about cryptic mess about lies to me and Shedeur. And it probably is some lies, bro. Because ain't nobody, they not saying what happened in the meeting. Don't tell me it wasn't about the X's and O's. If this boy came in there with that playbook and did whatever he needed to do with them X's and O's, what the problem? But you ain't like how he came in there. You know, I don't know how he was dressed. You know, probably like this. They ain't like that. They did not like that. Because, I mean, did the draft, but still. Eli Manning come with a classic suit on. They ain't doing that. $40 million slave. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta understand what's going on, bro. Here it is, control in plain sight. That's what I'm talking about.
Control, disguise. For all my people who've been following the Sanders stories, listen to me. You didn't just watch a draft. You witnessed a lesson in how control disguises itself as evaluation. Follow me. Because in America, talent isn't threatening. Independent minds are.
That's what I'm saying.
Like excellence, as long as they can coach it, as long as they can contain it, and as long as they can cash out on it. They celebrate the gifted, but fear the ones who know they're gifted without needing validation.
Exactly.
That's the difference. Because y'all remember when Archie Manning set terms for his sons? They actually called that strategic parenting, right? But when Shedeur Sanders does the same thing for his sons, it's called overbearing. Matter of fact, when Peyton Manning showed swagger, it was leadership material. But when Shedeur Sanders shows composure and confidence, it's cockiness, right?
Exactly.
See, the rules never changed. Only the faces did. But here's the part they don't want to say out loud. Because America loves black success as long as it looks like survival, not strength. As long as it stays humble, not heavy. As long as it asks for a seat, not build its own table. Because they're not afraid of your talent. They're afraid of your awareness. Remember this. They love black talent when it sings. They love it when it dances. They love it when it entertains quietly. But let it think, let it build, or walk in unapologetic confidence. And suddenly, it's labeled cocky, different, or a risk. Because the real threat or the real risk isn't what you can do, it's what you know. You see, they didn't even pass. I was thinking about this. They didn't pass on Shedeur Sanders because he wasn't good enough, but they passed on him because he wasn't dependent enough. See, he came into their room already crowned, and they didn't know how to handle a king who didn't ask for their permission. So let's be clear. Let's be clear. They'll always draft submission faster than sovereignty. They always promote what they can manage and blacklist what they can't control. See, survival stories make them feel charitable. Dynasty stories make them feel irrelevant. And that's the issue. But here's the wisdom, because something I learned from all this, right? See, when you stop
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all know what this is. What it is. This a Bible. This a Bible. Listen to what I'm saying. This a Bible. Them slave owners back when they owned slaves, they said that's why they didn't want them to learn how to read. What's going on? That's why they didn't want slaves to learn how to read. Because they said that they learn how to read and they get their hands on this, they'll understand. They'll understand, and we can't control them. Man, you gotta be for real, bruh. Be for real. This man is saying exactly what I'm talking about. The control, the power, control, and the money. Shedeur is threatening. Dion is threatening. The confident black man that walking in his excellence is threatening. Come on now. Don't get this title confused. Y'all emotionally charged already. That's why I put the title up here, because you are emotionally attached to him. Just like the ones that hate him. You are emotionally attached. So he gonna be the biggest bust or the greatest quarterback ever. And they already labeling him the biggest bust. Come on now. That's why they keep talking about him, because they want him to fail. They want him to fail, bruh. I ain't playing the sound on this. She leaked your phone number? Ain't no way. I ain't gonna lie, probably did. Cause that dude here, he did it. He could have got his dad fired. Bro, what they got to do with Dion? Because he ain't did that for Africa. What? That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. No, a bunch of folk ain't did that for Africa. Why you picking on Dion? Talking about he ain't did that for Africa. Yeah, we can't get right over here. How you gonna do something for Africa? We struggling as a black American over here. There it is. You can't stop black America pride. Unbothered and unaffected. Haters are just fans turned upside down. Welcome to the great state of Ohio. I'm telling you, man. I'm about to watch this clip again, because this dude saying exactly what I'm talking about, bro. This guy right here.
Listen to me. You didn't just watch it. For all my people who've been following the Sanders stories, listen to me. You didn't just watch a draft. You witnessed a lesson in how control disguises itself as evaluation. And follow me.
I'm telling you.
Because in America, talent isn't threatening. Independent minds are.
It is. Like I told you, bro. Like I'm telling you now. They been had this about black folk since they were set free, supposedly. They are scared. They are scared of a confident black man, like he said, that can think for itself and knows. Come on now.
Because they love black excellence as long as they can coach it, as long as they can contain it, and as long as they can cash out on it. They celebrate the gifted, but fear the ones who know they're gifted without needing validation.
He don't need no validation. So because he's so confident, he don't need to tell him he a good quarterback. He the best quarterback in the draft. That's why he can go up there and say it. He don't need you to tell him, because he already know. That's scary. That's scary, man. He's not gonna listen. No, it's not, he's not gonna listen. You don't have to tell him that he don't need, like he said, he don't need no validation from you to tell him he doing good, because he already know he good. Like, come on, man. Then he think with his own mind.
That's the difference. Because y'all remember when Archie Manning set terms for his sons? They actually called that strategic parenting, right? But when Shedeur Sanders does the same thing for his sons, it's called overbearing. Matter of fact, when Peyton Manning showed swagger, it was leadership material. But when Shedeur Sanders shows composure and confidence, it's cockiness, right? See, the rules never changed. Only the faces did. But here's the part they don't want to say out loud. Because America loves black success as long as it looks like survival, not strength.
Yep.
As long as it stays humble, not heavy. As long as it asks for a seat, not build its own table. Because they're not afraid of your talent. They're afraid of your awareness. Remember this. They love black talent when it sings. They love it when it dances. They love it when it entertains quietly. But let it think, let it build, or walk in unapologetic confidence. And suddenly, it's labeled cocky, difficult, or a risk. Because the real threat or the real risk is in what you can do is what you know. You see, they didn't even I was thinking about this. They didn't pass on Shedeur Sanders because he wasn't good enough, but they passed on him because he wasn't dependent enough. See, he came into their room already crowned, and they didn't know how to handle a king who didn't ask for their permission. So let's be clear. Let's be clear. They'll always draft submission faster than sovereignty. They'll always promote what they can manage and blacklist what they can't control. See, survival stories make them feel charitable. Dynasty stories make them feel irrelevant. And that's the issue. But here's the wisdom, because something I learned from all this, right? See, when you...
Bro, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. You got to stay in here. Because y'all emotionally attached like I'm saying. I'm defending him, bro. I'm not saying he a bust. I did that for the haters, man. I did that for the haters. That's what I'm saying. How is he a bust when no football is being played? That's what I'm saying. Because they emotionally attached to this boy already. So we talking about him constantly, consistently, all over the news, and the first thing he don't do right, they gonna call him a bust. The first thing. They ain't even gonna give him a chance because they are so emotionally attached and don't like this boy for whatever. I ain't gonna say for whatever reason, because we just heard it. The reason is because you black and you confident. And you walking in your excellence, and that's a threat. Come on now. I knew I wasn't going to get that many views on here. Because folks, see, like I'm saying, you emotionally attached. You not even going to sit here and listen. That's exactly what people do. Same thing with Trump. You so emotionally attached that you don't like this man. You ain't going to listen to what he's saying. And he affecting everything that's going on. You don't like him, so you ain't going to listen to him. When you need to do the opposite. You don't like him, so you need to listen to him. Same thing with Shedeur. These haters don't like him. So whatever he do, they ain't going to like. So the first time he mess up, they going to say he a bust. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he a bust. I'm doing this for the haters, bro. I'm trying to explain to you what is going on. These owners, old white men, what era did they grow up in? What era did these old white owners grow up in? The majority. The majority owners. Now, we got some black owners on some of these. They minority. They not majority. They don't make none of these decisions. They can't say, take his name off the board. We don't want him. He entitled. Ain't no black owner doing that. These old white men, what era did they grow up in? The Jim Crow era. Exactly. All them men over 60, 70. Ain't no way in the world you gonna tell me what they were taught when they was younger, it gonna change now. Because they still got the same perspective then as they do now. Don't tell me, man. I know it, bro. It don't change. It don't change like that. Because you was taught at a younger age to hate somebody because of their skin color. They inferior to you because they a different skin color. Not because of their mind, not because of how they think, not because of what they doing, but just because of their skin color. They inferior to you, and you got to be scared. You got to be fearful. You got to steal, kill, and destroy everything they do, because when they get smart and start walking in their excellence, it's a threat. Come on now. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Black Wall Street, a threat. Wealthy black community in Durham, North Carolina, a threat. Central Park, wealthy black community in Central Park, used to be, before they put a park out there in New York, a threat. I'm pretty sure it's some other black communities back in the day that was wealthy and they tore them down too. It's a threat. Just think about when black folk band together and we start spending our money on black products only. We start uplifting our community instead of out here bashing each other. Come on now. Exactly what y'all doing. Emotionally attached to this boy. And ain't even listening to nothing I'm saying. You coming here leaving a comment and getting up out of here because you see a title. What you think these other folk doing? Shedeur Sanders had bad meetings. See, I told you. They ain't even reading the article. You come on now. Who is you? You about to get blocked. You tripping. Find out who you is. What you putting that up there for? Tripping, man. Put my real name up there. Like, you need to stop that. Now you gonna put you in time out. I need to know who you is. I'll look you up right now. Come on now. Where that boomer at? Where you go? This one I'm talking about right here. Okay, they
Took
right
him
here.
off because the
Listen
owner
what he
said,
say.
and they took
At
him
the
off
end.
because the owner said take him off. I don't want that guy. I don't want this entitled person on our team, and I don't blame him.
And he said, I don't blame him. I need to see the whole clip. I need to hear the whole segment. That's what I want to know. I can't find it nowhere. I don't even know what show you was on. Look like a CBS. I don't know. Might have been a radio station. Where it at? Where I had it at? Right here. Telling you, but y'all ain't gonna listen. You ain't gonna listen to it. You gonna see the title, and then you gonna be like, nah, he not. You ain't gonna listen to what I'm saying. They investigating it. I need the full clip, man.
Touchdowns.
College football is completely different.
I know it
than
is.
the
I know,
NFL.
but I do think there's something about him that I think would excite a fan base and lend hope to a fan base that's been longing for another guy since Eli got old.
You know, he dominated at the HBCU that he played at, and I would say, yeah, he played much above average at Colorado.
He played great at Colorado.
But when I watch the games, there's a lot. He's standing back there for 5 or 6 seconds.
Understood. I know you got to get rid of the ball.
I know people are saying, oh, he didn't have this great offensive line. I'm like, I didn't see him, a lot of times dropping back and just letting it fly.
75%.
Bro, get out of here. This nigga lying, bro. Hey, get up out of here, bro. Well, you look, I don't know how to do this. Hold on. Know who you is. You doing too much. Put my name up here, but I don't know you. What you talking about?
Cleveland Browns select the...
What I'm saying is, man, he walking in his excellence, and they threatened by it. They is threatened. She looking like, yeah, no, we know what's going on. They talking about the moment they dropped into the 5th round. No.
What do you hope to get out of the NFL to help you reach your maximum potential as fast as possible?
All I need is opportunity. Simple. Whatever franchise want to change their franchise, and there's no doubt who to go with. I've done it over and over and over, so you'll be a fool not to pick me.
And Lewis mentioned again.
If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the culture, don't get me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over, and I've done it over and over and over, so.
He clearly talking about he went from the Jackson State to Colorado and changed it. They changed it. Come on.
It should be no question why an NFL franchise should pick me. You think I'm worried about what critics say or what people got to say? You know who my dad is?
Look how he came up there, hat backwards, with the chain blinging. They ain't like that.
They hated on him too.
Exactly.
So it's like they hated on him too. So it's like it's almost normal. Without people hating, it's not normal for us. So we like the adversity. We like everything that comes with the name. That's why we are who we are. I mean, how many times did Raul get touched?
You said what?
How many times did Raul get touched? They was able, like, of course, whenever you're able to run the ball consistently, and whenever you're able to, then that opens up the pass, you know. But it's just like you got to understand like what your team good at. So it's like, why would we keep running the ball if we out there and we get in a situation where it's a must get and we don't get it?
Right. Are those like kind of like 4th and 1 conversions that haven't gone your guys' way in the last couple? Is that kind of play into everybody's mind? Is that kind of something on your mind when thinking about, you know, advancing the ball and whatnot?
Nah, I'd rather, if we're going to go down, I'd rather go down swinging, honestly, because I know I can throw the best punch.
Come on, man.
What's wrong with it?
Listen, I'm a generational talent. I'm going to prove him right. I'm going to prove him right, don't worry.
Oh, my gosh, bro, this is more and more.
That's how I knew it.
Who said that? Actually, nah. An article came out today. I'm generational. So I guess it's article versus article.
I like that you think that, man. But we all know the truth.
What? Trap gonna be first?
They know it's been.
They know it's been.
Just like I told Joe.
He don't know what that pressure like.
That ain't that but friendly competition, bro. They been working out together for years, bro. That don't make no sense. Getting trained by the same dude Bucky played in college with. Come on now. Who it is right here? Ain't nobody worried about Chris Carter, bro. But he ain't worried about that money, bro. He ain't not worried about that money. I'm telling you, he ain't worried about it. Already getting endorsement deals and all that, bro. You ain't losing none of that. Ain't no domestic violence. Ain't nobody being called. He ain't getting locked up. 4.6 million. 446,000 sign. Boy, that's how much the chain he had on cost. He ain't worried about no money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking away nothing from nobody. But I don't know everybody's family that got drafted. Like ETN, his brother already played. So some of them already got a little money. You know what I'm saying? They already got a little money. That ain't his concern. He trying to get. He more worried about the opportunity to get to play, not how much money he gonna make. That's the craziness, bro. But yeah, you see, you would want to make the money too. I ain't saying don't make the money, but I'm saying like that wasn't his focus. Cause he ain't say nothing about making no money. Like, bro, dang, bro, I'm in the 5th round. I ain't making no money. He ain't never say none of that. Even when he got prank called, bro, he ain't get mad, none of that, and we seen it. And you can't say he got mad if you ain't watching. If you ain't watch Well Off, and you say he got mad, then you ain't looking. Like he stayed calm, and of course he probably was a little upset, but he ain't show it because you already know. The camera on you, like come on now. I don't get it, bro. I really don't get it. I knew I wasn't gonna get that many views on here. Cause the Steelers waiting on this dude. That don't make no sense, bro. You waiting on Aaron Rodgers. Man, 43. Come on. You waiting on him for what? This man jersey everywhere. I'm about to stop there and come back, bro. I don't know who that is. He about to get looked up, though.